this episode, we grab another fistful of Joe comics. So, stick around. Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name is Rob, and in this episode, we're going to dive in and take a look at some of the original G.I. Joe comics, specifically issues 1, 2, and 3. We're not going to do an in-depth look at or review of them, but we're just going to flip through the pages and just look at the awesome bits and look at the humble beginnings of the G.I. Joe comic. It went on to bigger and better things, and yeah, it brought some really shocking stories out at the time. I mean, if you were a kid watching the cartoon and playing with the toys, the comic was such a huge departure from that, as it tackled subjects like the Vietnam War and terrorist attacks and just the reality of some of the violence. Yeah, it wasn't just like the typical cartoon where if a jet blew up, parachutes miraculously popped out. This really showed you some of the grisly sides of just the conflict that G.I. Joe and Cobra went through. And it was really eye-opening and just really, just really a big part of my childhood. So, without further ado, well, let me say real quick before we jump in, the Fistful of Joe comics was something that I did years ago. It's been a while since I did it, so this is just a little return to that. And yeah, if you guys like it, we can do a little bit more. I mean, granted, I don't have the full run of the comics. I wish I did, and I need to get back to that hunt one day, but I have a good amount of them, and some of the holes in my collection is what really has prevented me from doing more of these episodes. So anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at G.I. Joe issues 1, 2, and 3.
Yo, Joe!
So here we go, folks. G.I. Joe issue number 1. Yeah, it was, I have to say, $1.50 price tag for the time period was crazy, because they usually went for 75 cents, 60 cents at the time. So really nuts that it had such a high price point, but it's like a double issue. And as we can see from the cover, this is the iconic artwork that, yeah, they still use today, because it is classic and perfect in every way, shape, or form. So some highlights from the cover here. I mean, the ultimate weapon of democracy, introducing America's sensational new special missions force for the 80s. I mean, they came out of the ground running and was saying, this is not your father's G.I. Joe. This is new for the 80s, and yeah, we're going to kick in the doors and take some names. So let's crack this open and take a look. Oh, first up, look at this. Little cross promotion, if you will, for the toys, because this looks like just like the ads they used to do back in the day, where they would actually draw for the ads. And I mean, we have all the little bits here, like a blueprint of the how. And we got something from Flash here. It says, I'm Flash, and I'd like to tell you all about my little pea shooter, but I can't. Every functional aspect is top secret, and the stuff that isn't secret would scare you to death. So, great way to crack it open and see that. And here we go. Another iconic picture. I mean, first splash page, and there we go. Scripter, Larry Hama. Penciler, Herb Trim. Or is it Trimpy? Excuse me, I'm horrible at pronouncing names. But anyway, June 1982. And here we got Snake Eyes. Of course, I'm going to pick him out the most because he's always been my favorite. We got Rock and Roll. Got Stalker. Scarlet. Any one of them could be Grunt. Short Fuse. But let's not dwell. Let's just flip through here. Here we go. Baroness. One of the first Cobra officers that we're introduced to. And these men in black. I mean, they've always been, well, in the earlier issues, been there in one shape or form. Usually working for Cobra, if I can remember correctly. Messing with Snake Eyes in one issue that I'm remembering specifically. Try to rescue her and she dies. Signed Cobra. Look at that. Pushes her out of the window with a balloon, not a parachute. Goes to a Cobra helicopter here. And here we go at the Pentagon. Like I said, we're just going to flip through these quick and look at the high points. We're not going to go through every panel and page. We'll go through every page, but not every panel, just because that would take a very long time. But look at this. Here we have the full roster of G.I. Joe at the time. Hawk, Zap, Grand Slam, Scarlet, Short Fuse, Steeler, Flash, Grunt, Clutch, Stalker, Breaker, Rock and Roll, Snake Eyes, Shooter? Interesting. We had a character named Shooter back in the day. Here we go with Hawk, Abernathy, Clayton M. It goes from that to his name tag, and we see him here with Clutch. And here we see the G.I. Joe team practicing their expertises. So we have Scarlet with her crossbow shooting at a target, Zap with his laser gun. I don't know, maybe they'll point out later. Maybe that's just Grunt. Stalker doing some karate. Don't know who this is. Could be Torpedo. Short Fuse. Here we go, Snake Eyes right here. Snake Eyes yet again. Like I said, I'll keep pointing him out. Looks like we got another hot mission breaker. They're all hot missions, Scarlet. Bet it's the Burkhart kidnapping. They're going to risk our butts to rescue a woman who's practically a traitor. How's that sit with you, Snake Eyes? Nothing. Can I quote you on that? Don't make fun of a mute, Stalker. Here we have Cobra Island. The first appearance of it. And Cobra Commander. We got some Cobra Troopers. Ah, the jetpack. Gotta love it. Just great art, great storytelling. It definitely started the blueprint for where G.I. Joe is going to go. It, you know, who would have thought some of the darker storylines that would come after this, but great way to start. Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes. Like I said, I'll keep pointing them out. Rock and Roll on the Ram. Get back, Cobra. Rock and Roll is here to stay. Heck yeah. Look at that. Wouldn't that have been a cool toy to get? Like a Cobra Roadster there. Oh no, it's the Baroness. Just pulling a fast one. It's not Burkhart at all. This always, yeah, I had the Scarlet figure and I loved it because of the shuriken on her glove. And to actually see it come into play when I was a kid was awesome. Look at that. Whack! Got him right in the hand. Drop your gun, sucker. Ow, my wrist. Do you think a shuriken getting stuck in your hand would really say thwack? Look at it. She jumped in front of a bullet. She's not that bad of a traitor. And just how awesome is it too, and probably why the price point was so high as well. There's no ads in this other than joining the membership or the Mobile Strike Force application form, Mobile Strike Force team. I wish I would have did this when I was a kid. Look at the stuff you would get. You got a G.I. Joe dog tag, a metal dog tag personalized with your name and address. Ooh, that seems creepy nowadays. On a 24-inch stainless steel chain. G.I. Joe military web belt, adjustable olive drab color. Official G.I. Joe team engraven brass buckle. Plastic G.I. Joe membership card. A G.I. Joe wall poster, big 17 by 22 inch full color poster of a G.I. Joe Mobile Strike Force team. G.I. Joe iron-on emblem for t-shirts, sweatshirts, or jackets. An introductory newsletter. Annual G.I. Joe Mobile Strike Force newsletter with news about the G.I. Joe team and special offers. I wonder how many, annual, so you only got it once a year. I wonder how many years they actually did it. Very interesting. Oh, and here we go. Here's a cross-section of the pit. See, I loved this stuff growing up. I used to draw cross-sections of bases and houses and stuff growing up, and this probably was my inspiration. See, it looks very plain at the top, but the further you get down, yeah, the more crazy it gets. Here's that training room that we saw them in. Why does the pool look like it has piranhas or crocodiles or something in it? Very cool. A hologram room. Heck yeah. Anyway, we could pour over this for hours. I mean, it's just not hours, but I exaggerate, but for a while. It's very cool. Escape route to water tower. Ding. So this is an escape hatch here. Here's their rooms. Oh, look, another 23. Where's that at? Alternate escape route. Very nice. Oh, top secret. We can't tell you what's over there. Classified. Another secret room. Ooh. Here we go. Excuse me. Now, this story impacted me the most in my childhood, and it is the one I remember the most to this day. Here we have, and it's not Cobra. It's actually, other types of terrorists or enemy soldiers. And we have Scarlet, Rock and Roll, and Snake Eyes. And you can see Scarlet is injured here. So they discuss how bad of a situation they're in. And she tells Snake Eyes to get out of there. Go get help. Leave her behind because she's injured. So there they go running. Rock and Roll's. If I said roadblock, I'm so sorry. But Rock and Roll's running. And look, Snake Eyes is gone. Uh-oh. He ain't leaving his girl behind. Here she is, holding them off. Uh-oh, they're going to send a grenade her way. And then, brap. Ba-boom! Snake Eyes, you crazy fool. Get over here and give me some cover fire. Think I've got some sand in my eye. See, this is what really impacted me as a kid because she could have died. And here we go. Rock and Roll comes in here, throws the tape that they were trying to get, and steals a ram. So here the army's getting ready to attack. Here he comes flying up on the ram. They're running out of bullets. She's like, hey, I got my little side piece here. It only has enough bullets to take us out if need be. And see, that's another thing that really creeped me out as a kid. She says, I've been saving 2 shots in my backup piece. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be captured. Hey, what's that coming over the hill? Why, it's a rock and roll. Vroom, rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a. Taking out fools left and right. Rock and roll, you were supposed to deliver the tape. I did. Hop on. This is no time for small talk. Hawk is holding the hot potato now. Look at that. Takes out that jet that's coming for him. Boom! Don't mess with Joe. And here Stalker is. What would you like with your steak? A potato. Make it real. Make it hot. Real hot. And look at this. Collect G.I. Joe. Cobra Command. What is this? Cobra Command. It's a super secret army. It wants to come. Oh, this is, you get Cobra Commander. Send in 5 flag points and you would get them. Look at that. Right here's the order form. Man, if only I would have done it as a kid. And here we have this awesome classified file on Scarlet. If I miss with this, I know I can get him with my machine pistol. And he's like, whoa, uh-oh. Here we got Breaker. That's awesome. See, and this is what gave them so much personality right off the bat. Breaker with the gum. I mean, I'll forever see him with that gum. And I loved that the 25th anniversary figure came with it. I mean, that was awesome. Here we have Flash. Some things in this man's army never change. As he's peeling potatoes. Look at all them potatoes. Guess they got a lot of Joes to feed. And here we go. Stalker with the jetpack. And this is something that we would see in the original miniseries. Him with the jetpack. This may look easy, but I don't want any of you kids trying it. Look at them jets. That would have been cool. Toy. And here we go. Our first ad other than G.I. Joe. And it's got the X-Men. How awesome. Yeah, Nightcrawler, boy. And look at that. Order 3 titles and pay $16 a year. You can't even buy like 2 issues for $16 nowadays, it feels like. Oh, you got special issues here. Special titles. Micronaut, Moon Knight, Kazar, What If. Heck yeah. Man, right here, a list of my childhood. I love the Marvel comics. Read so many of these. Look at that. Star Wars even on here. Heck yeah. And here we go. Another one for the Hawk. And here we got another vehicle blueprint for the Vamp. And we got Clutch saying, I'm Clutch and this is my bad short. Under that OD hood, she's got a 4.8 liter fuel injected turbocharged V12 that can punch her up fully loaded to 140 mile per hour. Now that's some heavy badness coming at you. Heck yeah, Clutch. Look at that. He's just chilling in the driver's seat, shooting at people, and he ain't got a care in the world. Look at that. Anyway, that was the first issue, and that took a while. So let's go through the second issue here. Speed reader style. Oh, Panic at the North Pole. Larry Hama again, but penciler Don Perlin this time. Got Stalker taking pictures of this deer. Oh no, the helicopter scared it off. And you jokers have just blown my perfect shot. Computer lab at MIT. Breaker chewing the gum. And here we go. An OG Marvel ad. Look at that. Great X-Men issue. Great cover. Uh-oh. This must be a reprint. Because look, it's advertising G.I. Joe number 15, I think. So this must be a reprint. Oh well. I think I have a couple copies of 1, 2, and 3. So I'll have to go through my other ones to see if I have an original. Oh, Bonkers. And I remember the robot watch you could get with 3 Bonkers labels and $3.95. Awesome. We got Scarlet beating somebody up in judo. Oh, look, he's trying to attack her from behind. Boom, 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 boom. Whack. Right in the face. Thwack. Here we got Snake Eyes in a sensory deprivation chamber. Oh my God, that face. He'll be far more presentable if you give him time to put his mask on. Better get dressed, soldier. We got a plane to catch. Look at that. We've grown accustomed to his appearance. He spends up to 8 hours at a time in that total sensory deprivation unit, becoming one with the ninja. But he wasn't a ninja by this time. He was just an awesome commando. So here they are at this polar base, and here's Quinn. Oh man, I used to love these ads, poring over all these old issues and how much they would sell for. I mean, we're talking $1 for stuff nowadays that costs an arm and a leg. Free offer, million gold banknote. Yeah, I'm sure. Snake Eyes, what is it? What's wrong? Crash. Uh-oh. Nanook left us a TNT surprise. Oh, that Quinn. Here's his dossier. Look at that. We had a file card for him, but we never got a figure of him until much later. Uh-oh, it's C4. He pulled a fast one. Watch out. He tells them their plan because he says they're dead men. They have no supplies, no radio. Farewell. He's right. We've had it. No, we go after him. This is what we have to do. More awesome ads. Look at this. Marvel Supermart. And here's listings of comic book stores that I wished I could have gone to as a kid, because there was one in my area, but it shut down by the time I was really collecting. Here we go. Look at this. 50 comic classics. Now only $14.95. Had a couple of these given to me by my grandmother. I don't know if they were these specific ones, but I did have some. Comic book conventions. How crazy is that? I bet they're nothing like they are today. That's for sure. Ooh, they create this wind skiff here. They're going after them. Ooh, they create a bomb here. Boom. Oh, Snake Eyes got to wrestle his dogs. Ooh, Scarlet kicking him in the back of the head. Uh-oh, she gets it. Thwack. What's Snake Eyes doing? Look, he was holding out another ammo clip. Snap. Click, click, click. Luckily, I took the precaution of adding the firing pins from your weapons to my weasel skull necklace as a charm against death by gunfire. Not so lucky for you, eh? That Quinn. The frequency modulator is a concentrated nugget of fear, waiting to pollute the world with distrust and loathing. I feel that the only way to neutralize it is to give it to you. Then why don't you? I can't. A contract is a contract to the letter of the word. If only there were some other way. Here's a Hercules ad. Awesome. The Marvel checklist. Yeah, always loved that. Especially when they had little, like, Marvel's or Masters of the Universe #2. The Comet Warriors drop in on He-Man and Orko, but when the Meteor Orb Legion arrives, things get hot. Ewoks. Logray battles the evil with Morag. And here we go, another American Comics ad. Yeah, this is a second print. because number 2 was rare, apparently. It goes for $40 back in the 80s. Wow. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hot. You can get number 2 first printing for $20. Raphael for $4.50. Gee whiz. And the game for only $10. And that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness game, I would assume. See, he told G.I. Joe where to get them. And here they come. And look, he's got Quinn's Weasel Skull necklace. Look at that. 65 cents. A copy savings certificate. $7.75 for each title for 13 issues. Here's a Star Comics ad. Awesome. So, speed reader style through number 3. And I'm pretty sure this is a first printing. But I've been shocked before. Look at that Cracker Jack ad. Awesome. And here we go, G.I. Joe. Mission accomplished, General Flag. The G.I. Joe team has secured the Cobra stronghold and recaptured some sort of battle robot. Steeler and Clutch are dismantling it now. Peace through war, Cobra. That'd be an awesome poster. And they use the U.S. mail to transport the robot back to the pit. Dungeons and Dragons ad. Awesome. And here we go. Cross section of the pit yet again with the mail cars going down to deliver the robot. And there it is, all set up. Why you gotta set it up like that? Flash, I sure would like to know why old Snake Eyes always volunteers to clean all the weapons himself. Real simple, Stalker. He doesn't want your weapons to jam if you're covering him. Heck yeah. Oh, Cobra Commander. Engage. Look, robots coming to life. Wham! That's a plot right out of the cartoon almost. Something like that. Look at Steeler. Steeler, you're some kind of crazy. That blast door is 200 pounds of dead weight. The counterweights ain't fooling about being heavy. Breaker, you never had to replace a bogey wheel on a tank in the field. Just grab that chair and jam it into the door. Now! That's awesome. Here they are getting their weapons. Heck yeah. Flash. Ooh, a Bubble Yum ad. Heck yeah. Oh, look at that. Holy spit. Breaker, you said a mouthful. Blam, blam, badoom, wham. Oh, they try to catch it on fire. It's a robot. What's that going to do? Ooh, lead it to the pool. Oh, look at this. Ah, man. Big list of comics for sale. Look at that. Iron Man #1. $40. Take a look at the price of that now. Look, Conan #1 cost more than Iron Man #1. $80 for Conan #1. Crazy. Silver Surfer #1. $2. Look, it submerged itself in the pool to put out the fire. Head to the elevator. Here it comes down. Crunch. Ooh, get the Hal out. Uh-oh. Shoot, badoom. Clank, clank, clank. Disappearing monster blood. Kung Fu. 12 baseball cards. And of course they show a picture of Babe Ruth, like you're going to get that one. Get the first 4 issues of your favorite Marvel comic subscription free. Subscribe for only 38 cents a copy. Yeah, that's awesome. I used to have a subscription to a couple comics back in the day. I loved it, getting them in the mail every month. Ooh, throw paint on him so he can't see. Ah, he fell through a hole. Ba-doom! Shatters. What you got to say about that? This robot will succeed, and we shall destroy their command center. Uh-oh. It's still alive. It's grown some tentacles. Ooh, zap. Got him right in the head. Good shot, Flash. Now, little robot, squish him. Until you do, we'll have to track these bugs by hand and foot. Stomp! Kapow! Snake Eye shooting one. Look at the comics we have for sale this month. We have Ghost Rider, Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Marvel 2-in-1 starring The Thing. Got the bullpen bulletins. Got some ads. Scarlet crunched the last one. Hey, watch out! Smash bug parts! Cobra Commander, the 3 minutes are up. We must terminate this mission. Order all units to return to Cobra Central. Luckily, we have more than one plan to destroy G.I. Joe. The end. Always poured over all these too. My parents always told me it was a scam and to never try it. Look at this, model building kits. Awesome. Oh, Mega Force. Heck yeah. Deeds, not words. Are you man enough for Mega Force? Join the official Mega Force membership kit. For only $1, you get the official Mega Force patch, Mega Force membership card, reflective bike decal. Signed, Commander Ace Hunter. Heck yes. God, I love comics from back in the day. I do not get as much joy out of comics nowadays as I did back then. Oh, God, I love taking these trips down memory lane. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Back to me.
I hope you liked that look at the humble beginnings of the G.I. Joe comic book and the G.I. Joe universe. I mean, this was where it all started. And yeah, it really skyrocketed into some really dark territory later on. But it had a really fun side, a really just very typical comic book side starting out. So really neat to look at these. Really great to look at the old ads back in the day. And yeah, had a lot of fun with this. I hope you did too. Anyway, if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.